What's going on, everyone? My name is Derek. Welcome to my channel, Euro Superbike Life. Today I'm bringing you a track day video. I'm riding with Tony's track days at Palmer Motorsports Park in Palmer, Mass. It was a two-day track day event, a Saturday and Sunday. And instead of just showing you video clips of the entire session or days mixed together or whatever, I figure I'd pick out one or two sessions and then show you guys those sessions and sort of do some commentating as what I'm thinking about as I'm riding the track, because trying to talk and record while you're riding just does not work out very well. I've tried it a few times and I've seen a bunch of other people do that on the track. It doesn't work out very well. So I've seen a number of other YouTubers do this where they commentate over their own video after the fact, and I think that tends to work out a lot better rather than just watching me ride around the track with some text on the screen. It was not very engaging. So I figured I'll pick out a session and I'll provide some commentary. Now, Tony's Track Days runs 4 groups, so they run novice, intermediate, advanced, and expert, and they break them into colors, so red, yellow, blue, and black. I'm riding in the advanced group, the blue group. So sessions are only 15 minutes long, and then after you do your, you get the warm-up lap out of the way, you get probably about 4 or 5 laps, and then it's time to come in if you don't get red flags. So this video won't be very long, so yay! You guys don't have to sit through a 30-minute video or what have you. But again, I am riding my 2010 MV Agusta F4. This was not a great track day weekend for me. From the perspective of me getting back safe and the bikes getting back safe and spending the weekend at the track, it was fantastic. But to start the weekend right from Friday evening when I left after work to just about when I got home, there was just a calamity of things that have gone wrong. The MV was shedding parts, the BMW stopped working, and I forgot a whole bunch of stuff here. So from that perspective, it wasn't one of my best weekends, but while I was on the track and riding, I did have a lot of fun. I learned the track with each and every lap, with each session. I improved, got faster, and got more comfortable, and actually got to dial the bike in as well. And this was one of my best sessions. I think it was the 3rd or 4th session on Sunday. So let's jump right in and get to it, shall we? So in the front straight, and right away you hear a misshift. So the MV has a heel tech quick shifter, and it has reverse shift. So the previous one replaced the shift drum and fork inside the transmission, so it has GP shift. And from time to time, the heel tech just does not work. Particularly at wide open throttle, you go to shift, and it simply does not shift. I do what you just heard. It goes and I fall in between gears, and then I gotta shift it. It's really embarrassing, and it's a pain in the butt. But it happens from time to time. So this is one of my favorite sections here. We're going through 7 into 8, which is a downhill left-hander, which becomes an uphill left-hander. I really like this because you really don't have to brake. The elevation change of the track just holds you right in. You can really get on the throttle really hard and go through there. Ironically, we're coming up to 10 here, which is a downhill right-hander, which becomes an uphill right-hander. For whatever reason, it took me a day and a half to figure this one out, and it's exactly like turn 8, just the opposite direction, and I figured that out later in the day. I just stopped braking and just used the elevation of the track to slow me down. So here we're coming through 12 and 13. I believe 13 is decreasing radius here. So it's a little bit tricky, and it's flat. Then we come through 14 and 15 and then back onto the straight, which is not really straight. So from right about here till about right here is the only straightaway. Then he starts to turn right, and you can hear I'm revving it out pretty good there, and then I'm doing some coasting here to try to get my downshift. So this is going into turn 1, and I'll tell you why in a second. And then we come through turn 2 here, which I tried to stay wide, and then we go through turn 3, where I hit this cone here probably once or twice with my knee. And then you accelerate hard up through turn 4 here, and then we get ready for turn 5 and 6, which is an off camber right-hander, then left-hander uphill. So it's pretty slippery, and it was hot. It's about 95 degrees on Sunday. So, and there's this patch right here that I try to stay inside. So I don't want any parts of that, so I'm going through that section really slow. But back to what I was talking about on the front straight. I was really, when I go onto the front straight, I'm in 3rd gear, and then I shift up to 4th. And there's actually time where I should shift to 5th, but because the bike was GP shift, and because the heel tech wasn't working well, often I missed the shift when going into 1st. And what happened was either I hit a false neutral, or instead of downshifting to 3rd, which is how I like to go through turn 1, I'd end up upshifting and being in 1st and having no engine braking. Both of those scenarios are really, really bad. So what I started doing was, just after start to finish line, I'd let off the throttle, I'd make sure I get my downshift done so I could go into 3rd. I'd coast a little bit, and then I'd lightly brake and bend it in for turn 1. So that's why you really hear me revving it out there, because I didn't want to go to 5th only to have to downshift twice really quick again. So that's what's happening there. So here we are back on the front straight. And you hear me shift right there, so I'm in 4th. And you hear me just revving it out. So it's there, start, finish. And then I grab a downshift, so I'm in 3rd. I touch the brakes right here and then just bend it in. And then this is considered turn 2. And then turn 3 is up by the cone here, so that's the apex of turn 3 right there. Then we bend it to turn 4, and then I downshift to 2nd here, going through 5 and 6. Six was really sketchy because 1, there's this patch right here on the right, and then 2, this rough pavement right where that area that I went to. So I was really, really cautious here. There's a little crest right there as I grab 3rd. You bend it in here to 7. But basically, I just roll off the throttle. I could probably still be accelerating and just lean the bike over. I love this corner right here. So going through this section, this is, again, 12, 13, decreasing radius, very tight. And you'll notice going into turn 1, actually most of the area on this track, there's no runoff. So you got a tire wall and then trees there. So not a whole lot of room if you mess up. So, and I wanted to go by this guy, but going through turn 3 it naturally takes you wide, so I just took my time and I pass him on the left hand side once it opens up. I'm trying to get better at passing other riders. 1, because I don't want to start to slow down and ride their pace. But at the same time, you know, this isn't World Superbike. I'm not getting paid for anything. No one's winning any trophies or any money. So I want to make sure that I pass riders safely and give them plenty of space and not spook them. I haven't always done that, so I apologize. You're one of those people that I spook, but I try to be very courteous when I'm riding track days. So as we come through this left-hander up here, there's this tower that I try to spot for flaggers to see what's going on, what's happening here. And there you see the flagger waving the checkered flag. So the session is over. So I go through here, I can accelerate here. A little bit, yeah. And now my hand is up, my leg is up, kind of thing, letting people know that, you know, I'm slowing down and I'm coming in, and that's the end of this session, pretty much. They just sort of roll back. But like I said, this is going to be a quick video. Like I said, 2-3 laps, and because they're only 15-minute sessions, and then, you know, then it's done. It's back back to the pits. And like I said, it was a really hot day. So once you start slowing down and the bike stops, there's no air moving across you. So only thing you want to do is get off the bike and get back, or me, get off the bike and get back into my my AC RV. So, but yeah, that is it for this video, guys. Like I said, I just wanted to show you, I think this is one of my best sessions of the weekend. I think my fastest lap will end up being a 1:56.44, I believe. I don't know how that compares going in this direction. If that's good, bad, slow, fast, whatever, I really don't know. I do know that I ran toward the front of Blue Group in terms of pace, so wasn't as fast as the Black Group expert guys, but wasn't the slowest in my group either. But regardless, I love that track. Getting more and more comfortable on it. Like I said, it took me about a day and a half to figure out my braking markers, which gear I'm supposed to be in, my turning points, and so forth. So, but anyway, that's it for this one, guys. Thanks again for tuning in. I really appreciate it. You guys know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, or smash it if you didn't like it. Until next time, guys, take care.